You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. With me, Louise, the Artistic Director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And every week, I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid, working, unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready? Hello, and welcome back to the Unstoppable Actors podcast. So grateful and happy that you are here. Today is a really amazing episode. So excited about this. We're going to be really taking apart what it means to find the confidence in yourself to promote yourself. No matter what level you are at right now, no matter where you are on your journey with your acting career, doesn't even matter if you are only just getting started or whether you've been at this for a couple of years and you've been auditioning and you've been building up from student films to independent films, from amateur theatre to professional theatre or profit share theatre. It doesn't matter. It does not matter where you are on your journey. There is going to be something for all of you to learn about confidently promoting yourself. Now, if you are brand new to the Unstoppable Actors podcast, hello. That was a bit dramatic, weren't it? I just want to say I'm really glad you found the podcast. I'm Louise. I've been coaching actors like yourself for 13 years nearly. Can't believe I've been doing it that long. It seems bonkers. Time just goes by so fast when you're having fun, doesn't it? But I've been taking them from unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to getting cast in Netflix dramas, TV soaps, Amazon Prime films, stage plays all around the world, and getting signed by some of the most incredible agents. And it is so exciting for me to see that. And I just have the biggest smile on my face ever when my students start climbing that ladder quicker and quicker and quicker. And when momentum really gets behind their career. So yeah, if I can do that for them, I can definitely do that for you. And if you are returning to the podcast, thank you. It means so much to me that you tune into each and every episode, because it means you're obviously learning something. And that's what I love doing. I love teaching you about acting, the business of acting, method acting, just basically all things acting. So I want to start with a message we got on our socials on Instagram, which is at Standby Method Acting Studio, FYI, if you want to come and follow us, or if you want to share your thoughts on how you found this episode. So Marnie sent us a message and she said, "Hi lady." Hi Marnie. "I have to say I listened to your podcast before I went on set for a Nicolas Cage film, which was The Dream Scenario. And she said, I got on set feeling like I belonged there alongside the Coppola family and leading Stratford Theatre actors. Thank you, from Toronto." How exciting. How exciting is that? I am so pleased for you, Marnie, because this is exactly why I created the Unstoppable Actors podcast. And if you're listening to this episode, I would absolutely love to hear how your experience went on set. So please do drop us another DM. And if you find this episode useful, enlightening, educational, inspiring, let me know. Come and send me a DM on Standby Method Acting Studio. I always love seeing the faces of the people who are listening to this, because as I've said in previous episodes, I just record these and I have no idea who I'm actually recording them for. So it's always nice to see your faces. So let's just crack on with this then, shall we? So how do you feel confident promoting yourself as an actor no matter what level you're at? Well, here's the thing. Even those actors who have been getting lots and lots of professional work can still feel a little bit shaky with this. But if you are right at the very beginning, you guys are especially going to feel very shaky because you're just learning the skills of acting. And so something extra is now being added into the mix for you to think about, which is, oh my gosh, I've got to promote myself. I've got to think about marketing and branding, and it can feel so overwhelming. In fact, it can feel overwhelming for those actors who were, further down the road with their journey as well. Because the thing is, we got into this game thinking, I love acting, I just want to act, give me a character, I just want to get up on its feet, I just want to play out the character. But oh, now hang on a minute, you're making me think about promoting myself. What the hell? I didn't sign up for this. But actually you did, because if you want to turn this into a career, you then did sign up for this promoting malarkey, and you've got to do it, and you've got to learn how to do it well, because as you well know, and it doesn't take a genius to know this, there are way more actors than there are jobs available. Supply and demand is very back to front in this industry. So you've got to get good at promoting yourself, because if you don't, you get left behind. And then you might as well just have a very expensive hobby, and you may as well just be an amateur actor. And I know that's not what you want, because if you wanted to be an amateur actor, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. You'd be happy doing amateur stage plays and, you know, having a career in student films. And I know you want more, and I know you were made for more than that. So you're going to have to get good at it. But what I want to let you know is, and I say this in many, many episodes, but confidence comes from doing. So you've got to get into the habit of doing, promoting yourself, even when it feels scary, even when it feels like you might be getting it all wrong. So putting yourself out there is a big part of whether you will be a successful actor or not. Nobody really likes putting themselves out there, because we could get criticised, we could get rejected. And the thing is, you are going to get rejected anyway. You're going to get a lot of rejection. But confidence is something that you were born with. So you were already born confident. But what tends to happen is that confidence gets stripped away from us as we get older, because life experience starts to create stories in our head about not being good enough, or, you know, what we think other people are going to think about us, especially if we start promoting ourselves as an actor. We might have all sorts of thoughts running around in our heads like, oh my God, they're going to be thinking, who does she or he think they are? Oh, will they think I'm arrogant? Will I look silly? Am I even ready or skilled enough to be promoting myself as an actor? But here's the thing, those kind of thoughts chip away at your confidence, and then you won't do anything. So even with those thoughts in mind, you're going to have to embrace this idea of promoting yourself, even when it feels super scary. I just want to tell you a quick story about confidence, because I had my little nephew this weekend, and he's only 2 years old. And I took him for a walk around a place called Langsett, which is in South Yorkshire, and it's really beautiful. And I was watching him as we were along this walk. We were in the woods, and I was like, wow, there's so much that I can learn from my little 2-year-old nephew. So basically what he was doing, it was the cutest little thing ever. He was walking up to people and putting his hand out to them, and they didn't really understand what that meant. So I would say to them, oh, he wants a high five if you're okay to give him one. And as soon as they knew he wanted a high five, they all wanted to give him this high five. And it would put a massive smile on his face. And then he would be like, bye, bye, bye. And then the people would be like, bye, and thinking what a little cutie he is. And then the next set of people we walked up to would do the exact same thing, put his hand out, asking for a high five. And it really put a big smile on his face. And he was so pleased with himself, with all these people who were giving him high fives. It was just the cutest little thing ever. And you might think, well, what's this got to do with me promoting myself as an actor? And here's the thing, he was putting himself out there, not even having the language to be able to ask for a high five. And yet he was still doing it, because he knew getting the high five made him feel good. So what you can take from this is that even if you don't feel like you are fully ready yet to be promoting yourself as an actor, you've got to do it, because the promotion of yourself leads to you getting acting jobs, and that's what makes you feel good. My little nephew was not thinking about what other people think about him asking for a high five. All he knew is, I want this high five. I need this high five. So what you've got to think about is not what you think everybody else is going to think of you. You've got to think, what do I need? I need acting work. How am I going to feel when I get it? I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel proud of myself. I'm going to feel on top of the world. I'm going to feel creative. And that's what you focus on. You put your focus on what it is that you need, and you don't let other things come in and start to take you away from what it is that you need. So remember, at first, you're going to be a little bit shaky with this promotion malarkey. That's okay. It's okay. Do it even when your voice is trembling and you're shaking, pressing send on that letter or that email or whatever it is. Just do it anyway, because you will become more confident and more proficient at promoting yourself the more you do it. Start to figure out what works and what doesn't work when you promote yourself as an actor, and understand that some things aren't going to work, and that's okay. It's not a reflection of you. Actually, what it is a reflection of is your courage and your bravery to actually put yourself out there in the first place and then go, oh yeah, actually this doesn't work, what I've been trying, so I need to try something else. But what you have to do is you have to make a choice about how you want people to see you in the industry, and then start to show up in that way on socials, in your cover letters, in your self-tape auditions, anywhere you are promoting yourself. So make a choice about how you want people to see you and test it out. Now, if you're thinking, what do you even mean? Make a choice about how I want to see people to see me. I don't know what you're on about, Louise. Well, a long time ago, I decided that my work ethic is what makes me stand out as an actress. So whenever I'm having a wobble about promoting myself, or I start doubting myself, or I go, oh my God, are people getting sick of seeing me on socials? Is this casting director getting sick of hearing from me again? Am I being annoying? I go, actually, no. And I remind myself that my work ethic as an actress is second to none. And every single director I've worked with, or writer or producer, or even casting directors that I've auditioned for, have never had anything bad to say about my work ethic. They've always had positive things to say about it. And I know that directors love that work ethic because it makes their job easier. So when I'm having a wobble, I remind myself of that Louise, you have got an insane work ethic. And people would be crazy not to work with you because of how much work and effort you put into your characters and into your craft and into the productions. So that gives me a little boost when I'm having a wobble with putting myself out there and promoting myself. So as I said, there's two strands to this. Number one is make a choice about how you want people to see you. And number two, just remind yourself that confidence comes from doing. Remember that little story that I told you of my nephew, my 2-year-old nephew? Like, just focus on the thing that you want. And the thing that you want is the acting work, is getting paid for doing what you love. And when you combine those two things together, you will become confident at promoting yourself, because as I say countless times in previous episodes, and as I've said countless times today, confidence comes from doing. So are you going to do those two things? Now, if you are, well done you. But I also want to let you know that there's more that you can learn about the business of acting as well. And I'm going to be sharing that in a free online workshop on Sunday, the 30th of April. The workshop is 2 hours and it's called The Business of Acting, Raise Your Profile, Land More Roles. It doesn't cost you anything to come and join. And what we're going to be diving into in this workshop is your mindset, branding, what your unique selling point is, how you can promote yourself, and how you can raise your profile so you start to book more of the jobs that you want as an actor. The link is underneath this podcast for you to join. You get a workbook with it that you get to keep forever, so you will be able to come back and refer to this even long after the workshop is finished. And you also get a private Facebook group to join before the workshop begins, so you can meet all the other actors as well and feel confident and make new friends in the acting industry. So come and join, come and enroll in that workshop. The link is underneath this podcast. As soon as you enroll in it, I'm going to send you your workbook, the link to the workshop, and the link to the Facebook group as well. I'll get that sent off to you straight away. So I look forward to seeing you in that free workshop on Sunday the 30th of April. I have absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, aspiring actors. Now, if you did, I'd really love you to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and leave a review. And if you would like weekly injections of inspiration, you'd like mini method acting challenges to keep you making progress with your dreams, come and join the most supportive acting community online by clicking the link in the notes to help you become an unstoppable actor.